guys? Back in here today with the Razor MX650. The modified Razor MX650, about a 5,000 watt machine, 72 volt, 20 amp hours, pushing 69 amps. Seriously, 69 amps. I know old Ronnie Mac will like that. Not so much the electric, but yeah.
MX, be there in 6 or 9 minutes.
We popped the tire on this thing riding the other day. Basically what we're going to get in here today and do is put a tube in this thing, and I'm going to try to paint this bracket. I bought it not painted. We're getting surface rust on it already. And the main thing, guys, if you've been following along, I did bring up in the last video about some kind of way to make this motor lock in place and be adjustable. Kind of a pain in the ass, guys, to adjust this motor, I ain't gonna lie. I played around with putting the freewheel back on this thing. It was a brand new Razor wheel. It wasn't from Razor, it was off Amazon, and it already stripped the threads on the freewheel, and I had all kinds of headache with it. Long story short, I battled this bracket a little bit and the motor tension. I had to heli-cool this bolt on this. So again, it's kind of a pain in the ass, guys, with getting in there and adjusting it. Maybe they're not all like that. I don't know. I tried spacing it a little different. Long story short, my idea was to, like I said in the last video, was to make this to where we could adjust it, you know, kind of how they do on a standard pit bike swing arm or dirt bike swing arm. These are off of like an XR 70R. And if you can see down here, I want to weld this to the top. I thought about going down and having like a 90, but I think pulling up on the motor this way will work better, and then everything is just attached to this bracket. We'll see how it goes, guys. All right, guys, we're gonna loosen up. Yeah, I was like, man, because it was all fine. I will say that it was all fine for the longest time, but you know, these chains, they're gonna stretch. So it'd be nice just to be able to easily adjust the motor. So I'm hoping this can solve that, guys. There, we dropped it out of there. So you loosen up the motor mount bolts and it'll drop out of there. And again, it could just be how mine's lining up, but either way, I think this modification should make it fully adjustable on the fly. And even when you want to take your chain off, you know, you can just kind of loosen that up, and I think it'd make life a little easier. All right, guys, the more I thought about this, probably smarter to unhook everything, but it's going to be like 10 times the labor, the amount of work. But I'm thinking, since I have my wire strapped up so well, that I can just drop this motor down, I'm hoping, and pull my little bushing out there, spacer. They give you 2 different spacers in this Detfab kit, which has been great, guys. So reliable with this T8F chain upgrade. I know the number 30 chains is what everybody puts on them, but we're only pushing 5,000 watts. This chain's been doing good. I've been riding in the pit bike trails out back here, which we'll show you guys later in the video. We've upgraded some jumps and stuff, and I'm not just running street on this, guys. I'm, you know, putting it to the test. So we're about maxed out here on the MY1020 motor, which is fine, by the way, especially if you're just going to be a roadie guy. Plenty of power. Now, of course, I'm already got the wheels turning and, you know, striving for a little bit more power. Maybe even the ECP4, either the one, I'm thinking about either the one motor from Electro & Co. or the one down from it, the ECP Light or something like that. It's the silver one. So I'm back and forth. Get this thing out of here. All right, a little bit, let this hang here. I think that'll be fine. Could put something to support it a little bit or hold it up, but this already was a little loose, so didn't even know that. I might want to consider some blue Loctite on this. Alright guys, quick look. Hope it welds okay. I don't have the best machine in the world. It's this little flux core machine back here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I so need an auto tin helmet, guys. I cannot stand this thing. Much better. Much better penetration there, guys. Not bad, guys. Not too bad. I can't stand that helmet. Once you go blind on your spot, it's like, ugh. Back here we got Junior's 2000 watt MY1020 that I am soldering in some new Hall sensors. I got the one in. I got 10 gauge phase wires now, so we're gonna try to push a little bit more power out of that thing if it goes together. This is my first electric motor I've ever tore down like that, so we'll see how it goes, guys. If it works out, I'll end up making a video about it, because we're thinking about putting it on one of these scooters back here. Here's a look with the bolt. So obviously this bolt going to the motor is going to have to be longer, and I'm thinking with a spacer. My idea is to try and do this less painless as possible. I want to put some Loctite on here because this did come loose on that, but my idea is to use this like this, okay? And I got this little oversized nut here as a spacer for now, guys, till I find something. And I like the fact that it's got the grippy cutout on it, so on both sides, so that will help it from not moving so easy. I found a longer bolt. We just want to make sure we're not going to penetrate the internals of the motor. I'm going to use that for my back, or for my bushing spacer per se there. I'm thinking something like this. Obviously, we want to make sure that hydraulic line's kind of in the way, but you see what I'm getting at here, guys. Now, if you could find one of these with a smaller hole here, obviously that would be much better, but I think it'll still do what we want it to do, guys, from stuff I have laying around. A bit solid. Wish I had a TIG welder. I do know how to TIG weld. It'd be perfect for making that custom portion there. So that's my whole thought right here, guys, is just zapping this down once we get our adjustment in place. Now we should be able to just use these nuts, and then I'll double nut. You probably would want to double nut this side too, and we probably will, but I just couldn't find anything for now. I know I have them somewhere around here, but we're just going to see if this even works before we finalize it too much. And you know, guys, we don't have a lot of room of movement here anyway, so I think this is going to work out, guys, and it's definitely going to make the motor not shift at all when we're out here jumping this thing. This might be an extreme disappointment too. I just had, as soon as I started putting this bracket on, I was like, there's got to be a way that you can make this work and lock it in. So fingers crossed, guys. All right, let's roll this chain on here. See how tough this is right now. Yeah, I can honestly say that, you know, Junior even still throws chains on this stock razor chain, and I haven't threw a chain since I've done this. Now I did once I switched over to the free wheel on the brand new wheel that was ended up being bad. It stripped the threads. So I want to get another wheel for riding free wheel too, if I want to take some extensive runs and not have to worry about heating the motor up. It's been doing pretty good with the CPU fan and the drilling the holes larger in the side. But if you ran it hard for like 6-7 laps out here, you will heat the motor up, and I couldn't imagine if it being like 95 degrees. So I could back my line amps down and probably cut stuff back and maybe keep it cooler, but it's working for now. But I also wanted to have a backup free wheel option as well, guys. All right, coming to you live, guys. Will this work? Now I know I want to get back in here and more authenticate, you know, the washer and stuff in there, but this should do the trick. So we should see, guys. Hopefully you can still see there. Yeah, so, and this will just show you how this concept will work. Sorry, I got the hydraulic line in the way. I don't want to pinch that either. So we're going to drop this down because we brought it up to push the motor down. Okay, this is a lot better idea. I was thinking about going 90 bracket here and onto the swing arm when I first thought about this idea. And the more I thought about it, well, if you do it onto this bracket, you're not altering the swing arm at all. And I do not have any of my ratchet wrenches, guys, so that's a bummer. So, but it should just be an easy, just dropping this nut, and it should be pulling that motor up, right? Nut goes down, motor comes up, or vice versa here. Pretty simple. And then, bam, this should have this chain locked in place on the tension that you desire. Guys, I think we're tightening it up. This is awesome. Takes a little bit. Had a ratchet wrench here, or socket. Going a little faster for us, guys. I can tell it's moving it now because I got a little bit more torque coming at me on this nut. And that might have been that bottom nut too. Yeah, that's what it was. Guys, it's working. This is awesome. This thing shouldn't move then. I'm gonna start to tighten these bolts up a little bit, just a little. Grab a little bit more threads here, and hopefully we don't pull any threads. I do have. That's pretty good tension, guys. All right, I think we're gonna leave it at that, guys. I'm gonna put my locking nut on the top here. Oh yeah, that sounds good on the chain too. We'll go out and test it, guys. I'm not gonna get excited yet, but yeah, lock that in, and then what we can do is just bring this nut up as well to lock it in place. Voila, guys. I think we got something here. I don't want to over tighten it. It's a bummer, guys, that the only thing I could find was an 8mm there, but that's okay. Now we don't have to worry about, I think the reason I stripped the first one out is just because I was worried about the shifting of the motor and I was cranking them down a little bit. So this should alleviate having to over tighten them too, guys. So that's awesome. This should work pretty good, I imagine. We're going to tighten this other motor mount over here. I'm hoping this works, guys. Check this out, guys. Awesome. Again, that big gap there, I'm going to probably get some smaller washers, and that way that'll just stay tight on this bolt and tack them in. But we'll just see if this works for now before we get too in depth with it. It's tracking really well in the chain, guys. Awesome tension. So that's great, guys. So I guess I'll power this thing up and we'll see what she does.
Moment of truth.
I think we got something now, guys. Awesome, dude. All right, guys, we're ready to test it out. I'll give you guys another look at this. In case anybody wants to, redesign theirs a little bit. All that on there. But this is actually pressing down to tighten it. So this gap won't matter. I'm just sitting here looking at it thinking. So it's actually pressing down to lift the motor up. So it's going to be on that side of the bracket, so that's fine. It's just going to have that gap where this will move, quarter inch or eighth inch or so before it starts to push the motor back down to detension the chain. But guys, I think this would work pretty good. You can tell I've been mudslinging, guys, 100%. Let's get out here. Let's take this thing for a ride. Show you guys the new track. Show you guys the couple tabletops that we got. We got 4 tabletops now. Not the biggest in the world, but we're gradually stepping them up. Get my son launching them, and then we're going to keep adding to them and making them bigger and bigger, guys.
And the newest one on the old uphill double here is definitely needs work still. It's like a real short peaky landing that it definitely just needs more dirt. But let's go after it, guys. Woo! Again, Junior's really picking up his skills. It's pretty cool watching him progress, because we've been riding like an hour each freaking day. There's a new one, just a quick little hop right there. This here sends you the most. Whoa! Whoa! I almost overjumped that. Gonna get back down the downhill again. Flip! Woo! Drag into that. Like to get some Burmans in here too, guys. This is fun. The whole Pitbike thing has been way more fun than getting out the big bikes in such a small little area too, I'll honestly say. And not to mention, like, nobody hears this electric shit. Might not look like it, but man, I was balling through there. Hit that pretty good, guys. Uh-oh. Alright, let's check out everything, guys. I was hearing a little bit of clunky stuff, so we're gonna pull in a flatter area here and check some stuff out. Let's have a look, guys. The whole drivetrain stuff. Yep, the chain is definitely loose.
Alright, guys, day 2 on the custom adjustable bracket piece to this Detfab adjustable motor mount bracket. What I just got done doing, or no, I lied, did last night, is weld some smaller washers the same diameter as this bolt. I didn't paint it yet. I know it's going to rust, but I didn't want to tear it all back off. I want to make sure it holds up to going out here and hitting some jumps and stuff. I was dumb for thinking this gap wouldn't be negatively affected by the impact and making it go the other way. Yes, it was forcing the motor up, but the shock of the swing arm coming up, if that makes any sense, that's why the motor moved. But anyhow, it was a little trial and error, so we're gonna give this a second run, guys.
All right, guys, fingers crossed. Should be better now, I assume. I was up cleaning up my brush pile really early this morning, and while I had the tractor out, the tabletop now is bigger, so we could go down. Who knows? With the soft landing, guys. I tried to pack it in, but we'll see what happens. Let's give this thing another try, guys. Double checking the kickstand always makes me paranoid. All through here with the tractor a little bit today, guys, and this jump's a lot better now. Well, I don't know, I haven't hit it first time, guys. Woo! All right, could be bigger still, could be bigger. Oh yeah, see, we got that all out of the way. Yes, nice, guys. Hope I don't have to flat, guys. It's feeling a little funky. I mean, it's hooking up good. Whew. Oh man, that hits so nice now. It seems like it could be a little low. I don't know why I'm so addicted to this thing, guys, but I am. Yeah, we're gonna make this a little bigger here yet, guys. I want to make it like a not so much lip, little speedster for getting into this. That's what I was thinking anyway. I think so far so good, guys. Oh, way over jumped that. Oh my gosh. That means I need to make it bigger, guys. Scrub. Little scrub action. Not really, but oh god. We'll call it that, guys. Tail tap. Oh, yeah, I wish I had another view on that. Oh man, that's so fun. So fun. Alright guys, yeah, I know when something doesn't feel right in the turns, I had to put some air in the tire. I really didn't get to test it too much yesterday. Oh, the outside, man. Oh, that sub needs to be bigger. I even made it bigger today, guys. Oh. Oh man, should have had that one on camera. A little speed jump on that. Just wasn't ready for the takeoff on that tabletop, guys. Oh, what a killer hard landing. Twice I ever jumped that. Man, it's a good way to break my wrist. Holy crap, guys, yeah. So like I'm putting more on the landing and I'm thinking like, I feel like I got to, wow, that was harsh. I feel like I got to shoot it a little harder and it keeps making me overshoot it. I don't really need to. That was smooth. Jesus. Well, this is putting this thing to the test, man. My gosh. Putting it to the test. That's some rough landing, dude. Holy smokes. Oh, babe, shoot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We did good that time. Oh, hit some kind of big stump. You can race these actual Pitbike races, guys. Nice, guys. Hey, we're gonna wrap up the video. We'll take one last look at the chain setup here, guys. And we think we fixed the issue. It wasn't really an issue, guys, either. I'm just saying, like, I did get in the habit of over tightening bolts, guys. But look at her; she's doing the job now, guys. Take a look at the chain tension and stuff, guys. Obviously I need a little bit of oil in that chain. It's about the same tension. It is not going anywhere now other than it's stretching. If we keep riding like this, it's obviously going to stretch a little bit. But guys, thanks for watching Digging Deep, guys. Until next time, we're going to bring you along with just having like maybe a Sunday fun day soon. I got a couple of trees and stuff. I got a lot going on the plates. I'm trying to fit some videos in for you guys for sure. But we got stuff coming and a lot of stuff to do before old man winter sets in, guys. But thanks for watching Digging Deep, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right there, guys. Comment down below, give us a like, and we'll catch you next time, guys.